Hello guys, welcome back to Code Eternity. Today we're going to make our first function. oh God. Today we're going to make our first fully functional website using Chatgpt and XAMPP. So let's open our Chrome to download XAMPP. See, XAMPP download, start on it. The first thing you see on your browser, that's it. So you click on it, and the website actually goes through your device to know which kind of device you are using. So if you are using a 32-bit system, it will just show you download 32-bit. So depending on kind of bit you are using, you just see it there. Once you download it, you click on it and install it. So once you are done, I've already installed my own, so I cannot just install it again. So once you are done installing it, you start. Let me stop this thing. So you just start running your Apache and start running your MySQL. So once this thing starts running, minimize and you open your VS Code. Sorry, open up your VS Code and open a new window. For those of you who are running program on it already, open a new window. Now open folder. What you have to do is go to your local drive, local disk. You see disk, you see XAMPP. Double click on it. Then you see htdocs. Select the folder. That's after you've installed um your XAMPP. Now let's get started. Now over to ChatGPT. You give the prompt, design a landing page. Let's say landing page for blog, right? News update. Let's see. So it's generating. Now what we'll do is copy this. Sorry, not this page. Now we'll create our first page and say index. We can do index.php or index.html, but in this code we're going to make use of index.php. So index.php, and we post what we copied from GPT. Is just paste it here, and let's see the link we have for our style. We have style.css, so we just right click or click on this button and just say style.css, and then we copy our style in our CSS file code and paste it here. Save. Now over to our XAMPP, over to our browser. Type localhost. Type localhost. Click on it and let's see. So this is our blog page. Hold on, it's not yet done. So let's say this is what we have, right? No other page attached to it, and this design doesn't just make sense for we to use. But I like the design. I like the design. It's okay. Understand? It's okay. So now let's add our own custom pictures for the news headline. So we'll go over to our code now. Open our folder. go and look for where you have pictures saved on your system. Now let's find pictures. Just copy this. So you have to rename this. Rename image 1, image 2, image 3. So we have to change this to what we have here. Image 1 dot png, image 2 dot png. By the way, we are going to change all these things later, but not now. So image 3 dot png and save. Let's see if it shows. So yes, it's showing. So we have to make it look more mobile responsive, right? So let's inspect and see. If it's not mobile responsive, we'll tell the AI to make it mobile responsive. Seems to be some lapses. Now we'll copy our code, copy, Ctrl C to copy. GPT, please make this mobile responsive. So it has given us a CSS code for the mobile responsiveness. So this is what we have. So let's just copy. So now we are not making anything from our head. We're taking it from AI directly. So you will see every single thing I'm doing. I'm not going to hide anything here. So over to our page. Let's reload. All right. So we have seen that it's nice, right? So now let's do something more suitable, more nice for our code, right? Now we have to right click here, create another folder and just give it path. Now what we'll take our header, our navigation here, copy. Once you copy your navigation, go back to this part, right click and write nav.php. Now you Ctrl V, you put the text you copied from the index.php and you paste it here, then go back to your nav and write require. So you have to call in the navigation page. See, sorry, let me just clean this and save. Back to our code. We don't have navigation, right? There's no navigation bar anymore. So now let's call on it. PHP, we say require, then we give it the path, right? So we say path nav.php, then we close it, save, back to our page, then we reload. Sorry, then we reload. So it's not there. We'll do same for the footer. So let's go down to our page, and this is the footer. We'll copy, the footer and create the same path. And on our path folder we have to create another file there and say footer.php. once it's open, we paste our footer code there, then back to our index page, filling up this thing and require again, require, path /footer .php. So to close on our stuff and see if it's showing here. Yes, it's still showing. So this is it for this part. Let's say we are done with our first landing page, right? But you can rename it from news blog to let me try to change my own from news blog to something else. From news blog, let's say this should be Niger Flex. Now, I've not heard of this name before, so I just try to use it. Right. So let's refresh and see. We have Niger Flex. Now we have to change this footer too from news blog to Niger Flex. So back to our footer. Change this from news blog to Niger Flex. Exactly. So save. This name is wonderful. I like the name. I just feel like I should make this name a real business name, right? But let's just leave that for now, and we're going to create our admin section. Now this is where the whole drama will be, because we're going to make use of the back end logic and every single stressful work we need to get from there. So now we'll tell our GPT, no, now it's not your friend, so you have to call it our GPT. I want to make an admin part of the page where user can be able to upload data, right? So let's say I want design design an admin page that users, or let's just say that admin can use in uploading and seeing uploaded news. Let's see what we have. But while it's generating, let's try to right click on our page, create a new folder and give it admin. Right, so inside of the admin we'll say create dashboard.php. Why are you misbehaving? Sorry, my network is misbehaving. Let's wait a little bit to see what it will generate. Sorry, I feel my network is kind of slow. Let me refresh. Let's see. My network is slow, bro. Alright, so we are back. Let's post and see. Alright, so this is admin. By the way, I'm not going to follow this thing. They're telling me you have to make your own code different. Doesn't know I'm using PHP, so let's see what we have. So let's copy this thing. Paste on our dashboard. And inside of the dashboard, we right click and create the style.css. Copy and paste. So now on our browser, let's open another tab, and type in localhost. Then our admin link. So admin. So this is what we have here, because it's not an index, it's dashboard. So we just put in dashboard.php. So this is what we have. So it doesn't make sense, right? So we'll tell our GPT that we're going to make use of PHP. So we are making use of PHP to make it look more appealing, visually appealing. So sorry, let's see something. This should be style the CSS. Let's see what we have. Refresh. Now this doesn't make sense because it's just giving us an example without actually giving us our backend logic to it. So let's go back to PT and say, sorry, let me copy our dashboard.php and come here. Okay, that's JavaScript on it too. All right, so let's do admin.js here. Admin.js. Paste. Now let's paste this. No, not this. Let's copy this and say it's a PHP code. Let's create database for the code so we can upload to server. So I'm going to make use of MySQL database using PHP. Now to give you something like this, you copy exactly how it is, then open a new tab, type in localhost / PHP myadmin. Just hold on a little. It will take a little time to open. Just hold on. So now it has opened. We'll click on MySQL. Click on MySQL and post the code it gave to us, right? So let's we have news, blog, and table news. So let's go. This is it. Instead of our news blog, what we have news. Now back to this code. Now this is like a header to our back end, that all these things will not have access to it. So let's say you give us upload news.php. So let's just copy what we have, right click, create a new file, upload news.php. Save. Wait, let's now this wouldn't make sense, right? So we just copy the code again, go back to GPT and say it shouldn't be So what we have here, we have image path. What I'm going to do now, I will open up my news. Sorry, let me see. Let's try to change the news. Copy them. So now that we've done that, let's, to avoid error, to avoid any issue, let's see what we have. This is the form. So just copy everything here. Copy. Go back to our code. This is the form. Click on it. Paste. Now make sure we have this upload news.php. What I have is upload new. So let me just change this in from underscore to this. Save. So there won't be error, right? And let's see the upload news. This is what we need. So copy upload news, select and paste this one, and let's see what we have. So they say we should create a directory uploads. So now let's create a directory upload folder. Sorry, uploads. Enter. Now let's try to upload something on our news. Let's say code with Trinity. Let's upload an image. I just type in anything and see if it will upload. Let's see if we have any error. Yes, the upload button is not working. Let's go back to GPT and see what we have there. Let's see our code if we have any error. So let's just say copy the upload button is not working. Then we'll paste our code for it. Let's see what we have. So they said our error is coming from our script. So let's just move it. We don't need that. Now let's refresh. See code with Trinity. Uncut MySQL unknown image path list. So let's see what we have. Let's edit this to, I'm going to change this image URL to image path. So let's change it to image path. Save. Let's reload and see. So we've uploaded our news successfully. Let's check our database if there's anything like that. Click on news. Yes, we have something like that here on our database. So let's take our first article, our first landing page, Control C, copy, and just paste it here and say, please let this landing page get the posts from database. Now let's see what I want to do. Let's see. So now let's create a file named dbconnect.php on our landing page folder. So not inside of our admin folder, just let's just create it inside of our path, right? So it will not be bulky. Sorry, I've forgotten what they say we should create. db connect. So right click, create a new folder and say db underscore connect.php. I'll just paste in what we created. And so by the way, now we cannot delete this picture. So let's say delete, don't need them again. Yes, so we created this dbconnect.php. Now so we should replace this line that has the news article with this. So let's copy. By the way, they secreted everything for us, so they can just copy everything and back to our index.php. Once you paste, there's an error here. There's a very big error here. Let me show you guys. Now let's reload our page and see. Right, so require db failed to open stream, no such file directory as required as a db.php. Now because our dbconnect.php is inside the path folder, so what we'll do here is click on that and say path, then slash. That's what we have there. So let's refresh and see. Now it's showing, but our image is not showing. Let's see what it saved it as. This is upload or slash. So back to the code. If I can do it, we'll do it. Else we'll give it to Chatgpt to do it. Let's say we have admin slash. Let's save this and see. So guys, this is our news from the back end, right? Now let's make another post and see if it will still show. So let's say house sorry housefly drives pens. Let's use another picture. I can drive a Lexus IS 250. Upload. So now let's go to our news page and see. So guys, this is what we have. Now we're having an issue, right? Our pictures are not the same, and to make our blog look childish. Now let's copy our index.php and give it a prompt and say, please let all images be of the same size. So take in our news card image, go to our CSS and style the CSS and look for card news card image. So don't get confused, this is news card and this is news card image. So Ctrl V, save. Let's see if our pages are not the same, our images are not the same. Refresh. Yes, but the images are too small. So we're going to say height, this width should be 90. Let's save and see. So let's increase the height a little bit. Let's change this width to 70. Then our height should be the same, right? Let's see. The height, I think the height is okay. So let's just change it. Let's change this to 50 and see. 50%. Something like this is better. Let's open another news and see. This is not all yet, but we'll start gradually, then we'll move to the sweetest part of the code. Now let's say how let's make another post. I am a developer using AI. Let's choose upload a separate image. Yes, I can drive levels AS250. Yes, let's upload this and see what we have. Refresh. So it's uploading. Right now the thing is we need to see the our news content, right? So let's copy our index.php code and say Ctrl C back to this and say when I click on the news, it should open another page that allows me read content and see related news too. So we'll paste our index.php code and send this while we wait for its response. So it says we should replace this part with this. So let's see, let's copy article. So paste here. So now let's see our news dot. It says we should create news.php. So we should create news.php. Let's see, save. Let's add the styling for it. So let's just say this styling dot. We're going to add it on our style page. Save, and let's see what we have. Refresh. So guys, this is what we have. So we have our page title. This is our page title. This is the image. This is the text. Right. So these are other posts we have. Let's see. Click on it, and yes, so you can just go through post. Now we can make a long content. Let's just say, let me go and copy something. So now our pages are not working, right? Our pages are not working because we've not added any page to it. Let's just copy. I want to copy some text from here. Let's copy it. Hold on. Let's see what we can do with it. So copy this, create, yes, and just say dummy text, upload, and let's go back to our other page and refresh. Let's see. So this is what we have, and yes, this is it. This is it. So to make your page look more nice, so let's find our related news. These are related news. So this section you can copy it, copy, and go to path, create another file and say related news. Sorry, let me just give it an underscore news .php. Now we can paste this here, then go back to our news page and clear up this, and say just require the, sorry, php require paths, and we say related news, related underscore news .php. So save and see if we still get something like that. News. So yes, it's still there. So this is how you get the page. Now let's work on this navigation bar, so it's more serious and look more unique, because once you click on home, it does not do anything. But you can just make that work without using AI. Navigation.php. So just add this. Now once we click on this button, now it takes us back to the home page, right? So yes, now this particular place we can make it to be like a carousel. Let's go back to our index.php. Let's look for there and say this place. Now let's make this to be a carousel, and it should open, sorry, it should display 5 latest news, right? So we paste our stuff and see what we have there. So it says we should install swiper CDN, that's no npm the head. So this is a style sheet, so let's just copy and go back to our page and Control V. That's it. And Swiper.js. So this will be on our footer. That's our footer. Where is the footer? This is it. Sorry, not there. Should be below. Now copy this back to our index page. This is our header. Let's see what we have. Let's refresh and see. Yeah, but that's too big. It's too big. That's too big. Let's see. Oops, it's not working. So that's the script code. I'll start the CSS, go down the more and paste. So let's see if it's supposed to swipe now, right? Yeah, but I think the text is too big. It doesn't have a limit, so let's try to limit it. But before that, let's clean the page well. So here we have require paths db that underscore connect. Here we also have the same thing, so let's just copy this Control C, copy it, clean it, paste it here. Then we have to remove this. Sorry, what did I do? Not that. Sorry, this. Save. Now copy the header again. Copy, Control C. Go back to GPT and say is it too big? Reduce Now go back to our CSS and do Ctrl Z and Ctrl V. Let's see what we have. So yes, this is okay, right? So get from the developer using AI, I can drive labels, and you can now read the article. Now let's check on something. Let's see how it is with mobile responsiveness. So I think it's okay. But the navigation is not supposed to be like this. So we'll still use AI. So let's go to the nav.php and say copy this, make this nav, sorry, make this nav to the mobile. So we have to paste the nav. See, there's no CSS here. We should also tell it what we are talking about. So go to our CS style the CSS and look for where we have navigation, the nav. Let's say nav. This is nav bar. Copy, or rather, let's just copy from here and see what we can get. So let's copy this nav.php and paste. Now start the CSS. We shouldn't be confused. Let's see. Say from yes, from here. That link. So paste. Now let's see our nav. So let's see. It's not still working. I think they gave us JavaScript. Let me see if there was JavaScript code. Yeah, this is a script code. So copy and that's our nav.php. Just paste the script code here. Refresh. Let's see what we have. It's going to work. Yes, and that's it for mobile responsiveness and desktop view. So this is it. We have a fully functional website. Now for the admin, let's say this is the dashboard. Let's tell it, okay, we don't want please let this page have access to view and delete or edit uploaded post. So let's see what we'll get. To allow viewing, editing and deleting uploaded post on this admin page, update with the following. So let's see. So let's see what we have. Say replace this part, division id news list, class news list with this. So let's copy this news list. Say this. So we're going to copy and clean this. So now this part, remember this part slash db connect. It's not in our folder, on our admin folder, so we have to go back a little bit to call the path. So instead of, see what we do, 1 2, so that's it. You've called it back. Now we save. Let's see. So this is the updated news. Let's try to see if we can get styling for it. Back to the AI and okay, it gave us style. Now copy. Not this style. This style is on the landing page. Remember, we have another style inside of our admin folder. So let's just copy it and say Ctrl V. Let's reload and see. It's not still working. Reload. I think something is wrong. Copy. Now let's paste this thing here. Let's see. Yes, so this is what's needed. Let's see if the edit button is working. Edit news.php. Let's, all right, so we need to create that edit news.php. Let's check if, yes, create the edit news.php. So while it's creating the edit news.php, it says we should create the delete news.php. So let's copy the code and create delete underscore news.php. Right, so Ctrl V, pathway to the other side. Yes. Now this admin page does not exist. What we have is dashboard. So don't forget, sometimes AI can be annoying a little bit. So let's see, edit news. This is the edit news. Let's copy that. Edit underscore news. I forget, this is not the part, so just go back like this. Yes. Now we're in the admin folder, so instead of keeping this stuff, clean it. Sorry, let me check something. Let me see something. Let's clean up things.